So, like, what do you think it is? So I think it's because we don't recognize our power. What do you think it is? Why are black people so willing and to just go one way without asking questions? Without.
Well, if you've been doing something so long, it's the norm. You're comfortable with it. Like, it's normal to not vote for a Republican.
Yeah.
And they don't. And like I said, they don't do a good job because they don't even talk to us.
Right.
Like they don't. They basically like, well, shit, they brain dead anyway. What's the point of talking to them?
The funny thing about that, and this is what people don't understand, and this is an expose when it comes to the conservative movement, because black people are that way, right? And also some people who just say immigrants sometimes are that way. Biden just had a program brought in thousands of Haitians, thousands of folks from Venezuela, I think, a couple other countries in Central America and Caribbean. Thousands and thousands of people, and they call it the Joe Biden program.
Okay.
So they're going to come here, they're going to register to vote. They don't essentially know nothing of American politics. They would know nothing of the local politics where they are, on average, most likely. However, when they get registered to vote in the next election next year, guess who those people are going to vote for? Joe Biden, right? Yeah. So if I'm a Republican and my things are, we want for example, we need to reform welfare, for example, because it's not working. We need to reform this immigration policy. And here's why. Because if we keep going this way, we'll be bankrupt in 20 years. Who is the person going to listen to? They're like, I don't care what you're saying, bro. I don't even understand what you're talking about. You're talking about economics and numbers, and I'm voting for Joe Biden. He just brought my cousin and my auntie and my brother over here. I'm not listening to you right now.
It's a loyalty thing.
So the expose I'm talking about is like, even though I don't think that most policies that make it through, the vast majority of voting policies, like the voter ID law, there may be something that some people that want it to prevent people from voting. But I also think there is cheating. Like, people cheat all the time. People cheat. That's what we do. So to say that there's no cheating in voting, I think is silly. Crazy. It's silly. So I do think there's some people on the Republican side, there's some people want to prevent cheating, and there's some people who just want people who don't know what they're doing to vote. They don't want them voting. Yeah. And while I'm not saying that's good, if I'm a guy who's standing on a complex issue, my stance is complex. The guy over here says, I just want to bring your cousins and your auntie and them from South America. And you're like, oh, I'm voting for you because you bring my auntie and them, not knowing that in 20 years, based on this policy, these are the issues we want to have. So we're really in a lose situation as a conservative when it comes to people who aren't educated. Yeah. So that's why, for the ones who do want to reduce voting, is because they know these people are just going to do what they're told to do. They're following the piper. They don't have any thought behind it. They play with your emotions and they make you vote. So if we make it harder for them to vote, it's better for us and our appeal to the people who are more thoughtful in their vote. Yeah. And it is terrible. It's terrible, but it's politics, it's a game, it's business, it's this and that. And people are like, I can't believe they would try to prevent people from voting. Yeah. Get over it, bro. Like, they're trying to win. Like,
yeah, this country is just so messed up.
It's a mess, bro.